Hi, my name is Melvin Marsh, and welcome to another, you know, journey into some good apps that will help you with your productivity or your study skills or whatever. I am trying to come up with some sites that might help, mostly college students, but it can be really honestly used for anybody who needs some additional help. But the program I want to talk about, I shouldn't even call it a program, it's a website. It's called Airtable. I do like Airtable. There's a lot of things you can do with Airtable, but I want to show you what I do with it. So the first thing I do is basically organize my time. When I was my first semester of college, or I'm sorry, not college, my first semester of graduate school, fall 2004, I was overloaded. I had three part-time jobs. I had 10 credit hours. 9 is full-time for a graduate student. You very rarely see anyone go over 9 unless something really major is going on. And I was warned about that I wasn't going to do well because I overloaded. And I was told this whole thing about for every credit you're in, that's 2 to 3 hours or whatever it was outside of class that you have to work on the project or program, whatever the class, whatever you're having to work on. So they always use this to say, oh, your graduate school is a full time job. Oh, college is a full time job. Well, absolutely, 100%, totally agree. Couldn't agree more. So I actually at that time used a way to because I wanted to prove my professor wrong, who thought I was going to fail out or something because I was too overworked. I used a bunch of multicolored beads and literally moved beads around every freaking day. Worked great, got straight A's in the semester when most people in my class did not. But I also then eventually would lose. I moved that summer and lost where my beads were. I only now found parts of them. But if I knew if I got back into grad school again, I would probably do something like that again in a way that I didn't have to move beads around. So I basically created this, which is effectively me moving beads around. Although, at least unlike with beads, I could actually do a partial hour. Each bead represented an hour. So I have the days of the week, Sunday through Saturday. I have my goals. So these are my three classes I'm in right now. Uh, my thesis, my cognitive psych, developmental psych. This also represents the fact I'm applying to graduate school, as well as a teaching job that I have. And until recently, this cognitive and developmental were also both at the 12 label for goals, but I'm actually kind of ahead, so I'm backing them down to 9. I can always increase them later, but this also will give me some buffer time to deal with some other stuff. So uh, what I have myself set up is how many hours. This is how many hours I've worked so far per week in each subject. This is how many hours I have left. So this says I have a. This is Friday. My teaching thing. Oh, I haven't even tried that. Well, technically speaking, I'm doing it now, so I'll just put in fact 3 hours because, quite frankly, that's been working over 3 hours to do this video. So ending that, yeah, I know, I do, yeah, whatever. So now you see that is actually changed to 0 and to 20. We also can see how many hours a day on this stuff that I do. It also tells me I'm still going to do an hour of cog next week. Or I'm sorry, tomorrow. I don't even know because I've been recording for 3 hours. So this is one of the ways that works. To me, it has worked really, really well. I do things in quarter, basically 15-minute increments because my life is easier, and I can also squeeze in 15 minutes here and there and everywhere. So to me, that's this alone is a great way of using Airtable. Another way is this is what I'm using for my graduate school applications. Again, name, degree, program, what I'm waiting on. I have things sorting by status because these are obviously the two most important things. Everything else is done. Due dates, topics, whatever. Notes, stipend, tuition, incomplete, whether it's complete or not, if I'm who I'm requesting from, positives, negatives, and a few other things that I find important to know. I'm eventually going to expand this, but I haven't gotten that far. So I'm using this to sort this type of thing as well, to keep track of what I'm doing at any particular moment, for at least as far as that goes. To be hired out, I've got this is how I'm running my submissions, how I know where everything is. Got 18 records, journals, books, white papers. You know, each one of them saying a different thing and having them rank, so I actually know how I'm doing at any particular moment. Titles submitted to, etc. All these are really helpful to keep myself organized, so I know what I have to do. I did make these things myself because my stuff is really kind of specific. But you can hit up templates that are already made for you that you can just adjust stuff. So simple applicant tracking. What's that going to look like? So this is how to deal with that. You can see this will be stuff that's already mostly pre-made for you, and you just download it and you just adjust a few things, it'll be ready. You can, by the way, Airtable is free. There are some add-ons if you want to do Plus. I'm just on the free plan, and I think it's great. You can, of course, see even more stuff that's in here. There's more templates. Would you like some templates with your templates? You've got a lot of options depending on what you really want to do. So that is Airtable. I've really liked it. This is certainly a great way for you to go out and start to organize yourself depending on what you need. And I'll see you in the next video.